Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hawkeyes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just no. Go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this.
Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to him again. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. The 30 out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Got it. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Leaves it with the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Casper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start. Caught in the backfield, it's Huffman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Houck. Makes the grab. It's Peppers. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Peppers. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, set back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Breaks into the open. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Out of the shotgun on third down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a gap. It's Peppers. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Give him 88 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Houck. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Now on second down. Off play action. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And offensively, man, this situation, goal-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Hauls it in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's on target and complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. The short hands, it's Casper. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Scanning the field, it's Houck. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Go to the end zone, picked off.
Big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Hawkeyes will have it first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
Well, they really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to make magic with his feet. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. There he goes. To the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now it's 2nd and long. back to pass. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Dean. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A handoff keeps working on that clock. Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Puts it out of the air. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointing to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and the Cy Hawk Trophy On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Bragg Dry to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will have first crack at this one. The Hawkeyes dominated the last time they saw the Clones.
Iowa State had no answers in that game. They just came out, they looked flat, they weren't able to execute. They've got to be ready to answer the bell in this one.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your head, Jesse. You know how it is, man. Rivalry games and you haven't had a lot of success. You need something to go your way early to get you some confidence.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Running to the left.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game,
breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Back to throw, it's Houck. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. Physical pass defense. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24. This offense does not want to sit. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The give from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Trying to punch it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Wants to throw on 3rd. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. third down play from the gun. Snagged out of the air. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The snap sets up the throw. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Tyler. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback extends the play. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Buying some time. Looking down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Samuel. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. The Cyclones will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And there he goes. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Howard. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Extending the play. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the left. It's a running one. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa has him back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Looking to throw. It's out. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. When you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
Turning on the Jets. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got the first down himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Iowa.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Cyclones in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quickly to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That's caught. It's Peppers. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to throw, it's Houck. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Houck. Snagged in the middle. It's Huffman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He turns that loose down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the 2nd half will give us. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively... Stretch these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Iowa. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Release to the back. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No doubt Herky the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team, always, that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to... Sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair.
Ready?
solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Iowa. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Hoffman. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Let's go! Snaps it in the shotgun. There's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Moran. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Cyclones just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll ride the hot hand. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles.
He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff cover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dean. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Galladay. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Moran. Looking deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And you want that clock to run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. Trying to barrel in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Moran. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's Isaac. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Field goal is good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulls it in. It's Peppers. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch. It's Peppers. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
At the 34-yard line. That's a 1st down.
If there's time to pad the stats. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,